All right, man. Yes, indeed. It's your boy, man, E-Dale, man, a.k.a. Mr. Facts, man. And I'm back, man, with another show today, man, for the people out there, man. And today's show, we talking Boss Talk 2021, man. And I got my people all the way from Cali on the line. I got my cousin in the house, my main man, Sean Ray, in the house, man. So, look, man, how y'all fellas doing today, man?
We doing wonderful today, man. Just glad to be a part of this dope podcast and this interview, and just let the people know what's real and what's fake.
Hey, look, that's what it is, man. So today's show, man, on Facts, man, listen, we talking Boss Talk 2021. And look, if y'all out there listening, man, and y'all pick the show up, and man, y'all tune in, dial in, man, this is going to be a great conversation, man. So look, Cali, man, you know we talked about this for a minute, and I've been wanting to talk about Boss Talk 2021 because I'm seeing all your posts across social media and the things that you out there doing with Boss Talk, man. So look, but first, before we get into it, tell us a little bit about yourself, man, and where you from.
Yeah. Well, my name is Victor Hargrave, and I was born and raised in Pomona, California, born in Inglewood, and moved to Pomona, California when I was like 8 years old. Okay. And was raised there. And, I got 3 other siblings. I'm the last of the Mohicans. And, that's pretty much, my upbringing, born and raised in Cali, man, just, the concrete jungle. Right. Out there where you see it, we trying to live and win and just get it, man, Right. But now, man, I'm 52. I did some time, for drug trafficking. Hey,
before you go on, continue. How much time did you do, or how much was your sentence?
I had 30 years. Wow. I'm 30 years, man. I did 21 and a half years, and I got released because of Obama and the 2-point reduction. And had it not been for Obama signing that 2-point reduction, my original release date was August 21. Man. So, man, I'm still supposed to be in there. So that's why I just want to, be able to tell my story, man, and let brothers know, man, you can make it. You can make it, man. If you keep God first, man, and stay focused, it's doable. So, we all bosses, and Boss Talk really come about. It's a mentality. It's not a position. So much position, it's a mentality. So everybody bosses. You could be a boss on a forklift. How you go about trying to be the best you could be. Right.
And see, look, that's what, listen, let me stop you because I love what you just said, man. You just said, look, you could be a boss on a forklift. Right. I see. Look, a lot of people may not catch that or understand what you mean by that because, look, even though you have a position where you feel like it's just not that important or you may not be contributing, the mentality is to take that position and excel in that position and make it your own position, make yourself valuable. You know what I'm saying? To the company or wherever you are. You know what I'm saying? I like what you said, man. That was dope, bro.
For real. That was perfectly said like that. You broke it down and see, really, that's where it's at. Because you have to be creative. You have to want to level up, like we say, just being the best, man, your attitude, trying to be an example, for your kids and things like that, your community, your sisters, your brothers, your parents, especially where we came from, we want to let our parents know that we proud of them, and we did change. And we thank them for the support because without support, brother, it's a hard struggle. I'm not gonna say it can't be done, but when you got that support system, man, your family, everything around you, brother, the sky is the limit, man.
Right, and that's what Boss Talk, and that's what makes being a boss so great, man. Because look, you have to include family into that. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be God first. It's got to be family, and it got to be the hustle in that order. You know what I'm saying? So look, a lot of people try to skip the steps, get rid of one step, and try to keep one step or 2 steps. However they, may try to do it. But look, you can't miss steps when it comes to being a boss, man. You have to endure the hardships. You have to endure the pain through the come up. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Listen, to me, when I think of boss talk, me personally, I think of falling in love with the process, right? Because the process is the most grueling part.
Process.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the
I'm glad you touched on that, man. I'm glad you touched on that process. See, they see my post and everything, but a boss already see it before it happened.
Ooh.
See, a boss already visualized it before it even happened. That's like before you in that Benz, you riding in a Pinto, but that Pinto is a Benz.
Yeah, yes, sir.
See, and then next thing you know, the Benz will come. You know,
right?
And that's what I'm saying, man. You calling that thing before you even see it. It's already manifested.
Right.
So therefore, you gotta trust the process within yourself, man.
Right.
And it's gonna be obstacles. It's gonna be days where things seem like it's all falling apart, man. But you just gotta keep grinding, keep your head up, stay focused, and know that what you got, man, it mean the world to you, man. You gotta sacrifice.
Right. That's
I was out in Colorado, man. I worked 2 jobs before I end up being my own boss.
Right.
And owning my own auto transport service.
So look,
I worked at. Go ahead.
Okay, you was probably about to go into what I was about to ask. I was about to say, look, but when you was released after that 21 years, I was gonna ask you like what type of work are you into or what you doing now? You know what I'm saying? I know we're telling your story.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you how the transition. Yeah, the transition was, man, like I said, I was working in Unicorn. You know, it's like a sewing textile type deal where you work for money. You know, you create products, textile, clothing, maybe government contracts for the Army, the military, and that sort. But I never knew how to sew until I end up going into the feds. And they, like I said, you got to put some money on the table. Some guys, man, feel like it's their family job to support them after all the bad decisions they made, which they do support them. But it's hard out there, man, on a family that's trying to live and then seeing money into the prison.
Right, and being a boss, and being a boss and talking boss talk, you got to get up and get your own, even in that situation.
Even in that situation, it's just the hard truth. I know people, the white man, this and that, but brother, you got to feed yourself, man. You can't rely on you're gonna work. You're gonna mine somebody. You're gonna work somewhere.
Right.
You're gonna work for 50 cents or 15 cents. Which one? I'm gonna rather where I'm gonna just, if I'm gotta be there, I'm gonna work for 50 cents. I'm gonna work for the more of it.
Exactly.
Than the lesser.
Man. Hey, look. So, but now in your life, you said now you done got past that stage, and you're posting. And look, because me, really, I want to highlight your post incarceration success. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's important to me, because that's what Facts is about. See, I was telling someone the other day that they thought this show was about statistics. And I said, no, I'm going to give you the experience of those statistics. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring you real interviews from real people that experience a lot of these things, you know what I'm saying, from our communities. Yeah. And that's what I wanted to highlight. So look, let's highlight you post incarceration, right? Let's highlight, because you own your own business now, right?
Yes. Yes, so, I am the owner of LSC Trucking, LLC.
Okay, and like what type of what do you haul?
I haul all makes and models of cars. Wow. If you produce a car, I haul it. I have the equipment to haul from F-150, 350, the dualies on down to an electric car, man. We just moving freight from here to there, cross country, grabbing it from the ports to seize. Any major car manufacturer, it's been on my truck.
Man.
From Tesla to Porsche, Corvette. I mean, man, I've hauled it all. BMW. I've hauled it all. But you was mentioning post incarceration, man.
Right.
When I came out, what I would suggest to brothers, man, work, save your money, man. Don't be in a hurry to be in a relationship. You've been incarcerated for a long time. You feel like, man, you want to run out here and get connected with a female, but man, they've been living their life while you was in there. So,
Right.
man, take your time and focus on you. Focus on getting yourself, man, making a foothold for yourself. But I came out of prison, man, a supervisor. But it's just a testament to the grace of God and the glory that he had on me, man. I was a quality assurance administrator assistant.
Speak. Hey,
So
look, you know what? I think I remember that.
Yeah. I come out of prison making $21 an hour.
Man,
Supervisor.
That was huge. And I heard about
That
that.
was huge.
My transition wasn't that smooth. I came out probably making about $8.75 an hour, my first job. But to see where I am today, I'm a supply chain coordinator for my company. You know what I'm saying? You know, I coordinate movements and transactions between vendors, companies, and shippers with my company. So I have a huge role in the company now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so I'm gaining experience.
For it, and you applied yourself.
I did.
You applied yourself. You worked hard, and then you use your skills too from the block, but you incorporate it into business in corporate America too. See, that's where I feel like we got the overall edge. We seen both sides. So you a real boss, man. You a real boss. You've been on both sides of the fence, and you making it work because you got that balance. You have that balance, man. But my company,
that's what it's about.
My company went out of business, and they said, "Well, we're gonna have to lay you off. You know, we're gonna have to lay you guys off and terminate your job." I was like, "Okay, cool, ain't no problem." Immediately, a boss do what? He got plans.
Right.
See, if you don't plan, then you plan to fail. See, so I'm already thinking
my man speaking
what I'm gonna do next. I gotta give it to you raw. I already got a plan. But you gotta be patient. See, you gotta develop that patience. See, I just couldn't jump right into the CDL, but it was coming. It was in the making. So when that door closed, boom, now here it is, my opportunity to get paid to go to school.
Yep.
So I got paid to go to school, and I'm out in Colorado, man, in like minus 10 degrees weather, learning how to drive a truck, man. So cold, man, you take your hands out of your glove or your pocket, man, you can't even touch nothing. You see, people don't see that part, what I went through.
That's hustle, that's struggle. That's dedication. And see, look, and this is what Boss Talk is about, baby. It's about, listen, it's about being reliable. It's about being dedicated. It's about accountability. And it's about taking advantage. It's about taking advantage of every opportunity that presents itself to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anything get by you without taking advantage of the opportunity, right? So seize the moment. And look, a lot of times we try to call ourselves bosses or call ourselves, boss, but we're not seizing the opportunity. We're not capturing the moments. We're letting them get past us because we are trying to shortcut the process. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to shortcut the process.
Listen, the process is definitely brutal. Man.
I jumped on a bus with credit cards. I had all my credit cards. I lived off my credit cards, man, for like 90 days.
Right.
You know, and man, that was an experience right there, packing up every little bit of things that you have. You know, I was only home 2 years before the company shut down. Man, so I had to make that transition. Bills still come. So what I got to do? I'm not going back to the street. I could have easily picked up a sack, but for what? No, I'm smarter than that.
Right.
You know, God said, my people turn back to me and humble themselves and turn from their wicked ways. He said, I heal their land.
Right.
So he healed me. So if he meeting all my needs and the word is telling me that I can trust in him, Father, I trust you to bless me to get this knowledge on how to drive a tractor trailer.
Right.
And he did. And from there, man, I passed the test, wanted to give up many times, but I had people in my ear telling me, man, you can make it. You can do it. Don't think you're going to come in the trucking industry and make $1 million. You come in there and just know that you're trying to get to the cream of the crop, which is auto hauling, So I had to drive a regular tractor trailer first. Right. And then after I got that experience, after I figured out the game far as how to maneuver a big truck, how to do a pre-trip inspection, how to work your logs, and then just the different terrain in all the different states in the United States, man. So it's a lot to it, like you said, brother, but you just got to take advantage of it.
Exactly. I heard you say the ultimate pinnacle of trucking was to haul those auto vehicles, those motor vehicles. I mean, look, what's the difference between, or is the price, is it much? Well, I'm assuming it is because of the freight. I'm sure it's costly freight. I'm sure that is some high price freight with those cars. So I'm sure it's a lot more money than if you were hauling wood or something, right?
Responsibility. Yeah,
right.
It's like this. It's like this. The freight. What you hauling? That's how you get paid. Now, there's guys out there. I don't knock the 53-footer, the regular tractor trailer, because those guys are eating. But I came into the game just to be specifically a car hauler, and that's it. That's it. That's all. I didn't come.
You had your mind made up, didn't you?
Exactly. I didn't come to be nothing else. I didn't come to be a heavy equipment hauler and all that. I came to be an auto transporter. That's it. That's all. That's what I was. I lived that, sleep that. Man, I watched YouTube videos when I was still a quality administrator assistant, making $21 an hour. But I knew the day was coming when I was going to make a transition. I just didn't know when. But I'm always planning and strategizing ahead, to position myself to level up. But the freight is where it's at, man. What you hauling, and the automobiles, that's where it's at. That's why the truck costs so much money. The truck costs $376,000, man.
Right. So look, I
got a brand new.
I was about to go into that. I think I seen you. Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me get into something else because I want to get into something a little lighter. I know we telling your story, but I have something I got to add, and it may be a little funny. I think I seen you on a post where I think it may be in a week or two ago, and you was at some stop, and you says someone walked up and stole your shoes off the truck or something. You was doing something.
Yeah, man.
What happened with that?
Yeah, man. Hey, brother. Well, what happened, man? I had the Nike Vapor Max. They're real comfortable shoes. So if anybody out there doing a lot of walking, I'm not getting endorsed by Nike to say this, but it's just a comfortable shoe. And
Nike, y'all gonna have to pay me. Hold up, Nike, y'all gonna have to give me some money for this comment right here, because he's right here putting y'all in good standings with the black community. All right, let's go.
All right. Well, it was raining, and I had to load out of the GM yard. And after I finished loading my cars for the day, I parked for the night and deliver tomorrow. So I figured I would let my shoes dry. So I took my shoes off and put them under the fender wells of the hood of the truck. So I figured, hey, at least they can get some type of air and dry or whatever.
Right.
And then in the morning, I can get them. If they cool, then I'll roll with them. But I got up and I seen the socks, but the shoes and the insoles were gone.
Right.
And I said, wow, man, the man, why he just should took the socks too.
Right, he should took it off. But look,
took it off.
I seen the post. I started laughing, but immediately, you know what thought ran through my head? God just blessed somebody that night because somebody needed a pair of shoes, and God blessed somebody. Somebody need. I wouldn't look. Listen, because I know most times we tend to view a situation like that as if it's bad, if it's all wrong, but sometimes it's a blessing in that because look, somebody may have needed those shoes, and look, I'm not condoning that. Taking anybody's stuff is okay. It's not okay to steal or take other people's property or belongings or try to destroy someone's property or anything like that. But I think that sometimes we kind of miss the bigger picture in a lot of things. And that's what boss talk mean because, look, only a boss would think like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Only a boss would view that and say, you know what, God he probably needed those shoes. Look, here I am blessed. Here I am blessed. I'm doing, God is giving me everything in abundance. And he continues to show me that he's doing things and working in me and helping me. And look, somebody needed it. And he just probably knew at that moment that I didn't have it. He made it in a way where this guy would be able to get those shoes. Let me just say that.
But it's the flip side to that coin. It's the two sides of two coins. Heads and tails, right?
Yeah. Well, hit me with the tail side of it.
Well, this is the flip side to that, boss. And I stopped just a week later now. But I had that approach that you just said, that thought that, Lord, you know, the man must have needed him more than me. I ain't tripping. I'm okay.
Right.
I took a 30-minute break.
Right.
And I stopped over at Hibbett's Sports Store in Illinois. And I got my shoes, went up to the counter, and out of nowhere, man, a white lady said, "I'm buying your shoes today." And I said, "Well, man, I'm well capable of paying for these shoes." She said, "I know, but today I'm buying your shoes. Do you have a problem with that?" I said, "No, ma'am, but you don't have to." She said, "I know I don't have to, but I'm just doing it because I'm buying your shoes today." I said, "Well, say no more. I thank you."
Look, you see how you had a blessing right there and you was trying to almost ready to push that blessing away? You weren't ready to push it away. Listen, you weren't ready to push it away or give it away, but you knew that you were more than capable of taking care of it yourself. But God said, look, I'm going to give these shoes to this person, but guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to have this person give you some more shoes. That's fly, man. That's dope, man. When I talk boss talk, man, you a boss, bro.
That's the hard truth. That's the hard truth.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about,
and
man.
We was in the middle of the sports store, a black man and a white lady hugging, giving God the glory. So see, everybody ain't messed up. We still got good people out there, man. White and black, Chinese, Chinaman, Mexican man, Asian man, Spanish, black, African, white. Right. I mean, man, it's the human race, brother.
Right.
It's the human race, man. You got a lot of good people. It's the human race, man. There ain't no color or nothing. Because like I said, man, the lady bought my shoes and then told me to keep the change.
Oh, wow. Listen, look at God, bro.
Come on, man.
And look, and that's why I do what I do, man, because I want people to hear this, man, out here listening. And look, you know what? I should have been going live with this because this right here could have touched somebody. We could have been live audio just all over the place, and everybody could have seen it and been making comments, but I didn't. But this is so great. But look, you already know that you're a friend to the show and a brother to the show, and this show is specifically created for guys like you and I. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bosses, young bosses. Young bosses getting their life together, you know what I'm saying? Getting on track with it. So look, let
getting on track with it, man.
Right, getting on track.
But you know, man, the ultimate goal, man, really is, man, like you said, your attitude. Have a good attitude.
Right.
Seize the opportunity, man. Right. Believe in yourself.
Exactly.
Forgive yourself, but believe in yourself and love yourself too, man. Right. You know, so many times we feel like we condemn, we can't make it. Or, nah, man, God love us, man. Love yourself. The people, God will put somebody in your heart that love you, man. But you got to know this. You got to know this in your inner self, you know, that you can make it, man. It ain't hard as what people think. You know, we made it off of a top ramen soup and $40, $50 a month.
Right.
So right here now, man, people really think I be playing and joking, and I tell them, man, I ain't got no worries, man. I ain't worried about nothing, dude. Like, really, I'm on some cool time.
But listen,
like, I'm not
you know
worried about nothing.
That's from that experience of you being, look, I'm by no way am I going to say what I endured was worse than yours or yours were worse than mine, but you did a lot. You did probably 10 more than what I did. I did 11 and some change, and you did 21, and you know, coming from that and getting to this side, it gives you a different perspective on life. It gives you a different drive. If you really value your life, because in a position like that, the only thing that can really happen for you to get it right is for you to understand the value of your life, the value of how much of a boss that you are. Look, it's in your DNA, it's in your genes automatically. You know what I'm saying? You are tied to the firstborn man. You know what I'm saying? So look, it's in your DNA to be a boss. It's in your DNA to be first and not last.
Yeah, because he said we conquerors.
That's right.
That's what boss do. Go out and conquer and create. And you know, like I said, once again, man, Boss Talk is where I'm at. It's a mentality, man. It's an energy. It's an energy, man.
Right.
That's contagious. That's contagious, man. You know, and what we want to do is link up, man, with each other. And a brother might be having a bad day, but But this boss over here then went through something where he can pour into my cup.
Right, and see that's what and that's what we're doing. We're pouring into each other's cup. Exactly. So look, that is dope, man. That's fire. Hey, listen, look, hearing you and hearing the things. Look, I know some of the things you've been through. You know some of the things I've been through. But just talking about it, being able to talk about it like brothers, and being able to elaborate on some of the things and give people just a perspective about certain situations, especially coming from incarceration and trying to make it on the outside, being judged by your past, and you trying to actually look. Being the boss is about recreating yourself, right? Reinventing yourself. You're trying to reinvent yourself. Listen, it's about breaking generational curses, right? So look, let me say this before we continue. It's about generational curses, and this is what I had a talk with somebody about last week, the week before. If my dad sold drugs and I sell drugs, and then my son turned around and sell drugs, that's a generational curse. Right? If my dad is a murderer and I'm a murderer and my son is a murderer, it's a generational curse. So my goal and my thought process of being a boss, and we talking Boss Talk 21, was to break that generational curse. That was my goal in life. Yeah, I wanted to break it. I didn't want to be known for selling drugs. I didn't want to be known for carrying firearms, and I'm not supposed to be carrying firearms or doing all these things. I wanted to restore my family's name. I wanted to recreate and change the narrative around that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to die and leave my family with nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what made me transform into the mentality. See, look, I always tell people I'm not the biggest guy in the street. I'm not the strongest guy in the street. I'm not the smartest guy in the street, but my mentality sets me apart from everyone else. And that's why they can't catch up. And that's why they looking at me like, damn, dude is on something else. I really am, because it's my mentality. I'm a boss, man, and I could never let you tell me to go left when I'm on the right path. You know what I'm saying? That's just my mentality.
Yeah, man. And, you know, I watch your dope podcast, man, and you know, the different platforms that you work on. And that's what it's about, getting to you, letting people know that you can make it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Your blessing is just right under. Do not give up. Whatever you can conceive or think in your mind, man, you can do it, man. Right. You can do it. Don't give up. You got to have a vision. What's your vision? What's your passion? Start asking yourself, what's your passion?
Exactly, man. That's important. That's important, the plan, because like you say, if you don't have a plan, then you're planning to fail. You know what I'm saying? Failure is not an option here. For me, it's been many a days that I woke up and I didn't want to do podcasting anymore. I felt like no one wanted to listen to me. No one wanted to hear me. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to hear me? That's just how I felt. You know what I'm saying? But I had people around me, good people around me, like my wife and my sister and my mom and my partner, and people saying, look, man, just continue. It's about consistency. People are never going to be able to hear you if you stop talking. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to make sure that I do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I talk about the things that moves my spirit, the things that I'm passionate about. You know what I'm saying? And that's what being a boss is. But at the same time, me being that boss and me having that mentality, I hold myself accountable. I make sure that I'm reliable. You know what I'm saying? I make sure that I take advantage of the opportunities.
I remember when you, if you will, I remember when you first started, like I had told you when I first started, man, you was just talking about it, and it was always in you, though. To bring people together, man, and talk about situations. Even when we was on the yard, you know, we had the round table, we be in Unicorn or whatever. You know, you have that creative power to bring people together on a platform, and it ain't about who's right and wrong, man. It's about just being able to hear what a person's saying.
Exactly.
You know, hear what a person's saying, man. You know, hey, you did that and made that happen, but I did something different, but I got the same result. So it's many different ideas. There's many different ways to do something. My one way ain't the right way, but it's the right way for me.
Yeah, it ain't the right way for everybody, but for you it is.
Right. It's the right way for me. So I can listen to people, you know, and try to network with them. And if it makes sense, okay, yeah, I can pretty much roll with that. But if it don't, then you kick it back. That don't mean you got to talk down on the person, whatever. That's that dude's opinion. That's what he know.
Right.
That's his life. You know, so the individuality of it all too, man, is cool, man, to be able to see different checkpoints and different, you know, highlights and information. But, you know, I just want to touch over too to the youngsters, whoever might be listening to this. You know, man, I'm from the 80s. I'm from the 80s, baby. And look, man, the gang banging and all that stuff is senseless. It's not worth it. You know, you walking around with your pants hanging down, man. You know, our parents didn't raise us like that. I'm not saying we was rich and this and that, but man, our parents didn't raise us like that. And I see the young males walking around, man, with the skinny jeans on, with the butt hanging out, and that ain't cool at all, man. And look, I just want to tell my brothers, man, step it up, man.
Listen,
step it up, youngster.
I'm glad you said that, man. I'm glad you started talking about that, because tomorrow I'm going to an event. When I get off this interview with you, I got to go pick my suit up that's getting tailored. Tomorrow I'm going to an event in my hometown, 100 men and 100 suits, and it's to combat the sagging of pants of young men. Right, we want to see young men. We want to see young men dress for success out there. We want to see young men get it together out there. So tomorrow I'm attending that event. It's gonna be 100 men and 100 suits, and we're gonna start off at the Farmers Market in Kinston, downtown Heritage Street, and we are going to walk to the African American Museum in solidarity as men, because guess what, man? We are bosses, and Boss Talk 2021. This is what this is about. That's what bosses do, big dog. You know
that's what bosses do, man.
That's what bosses do.
It takes a certain way to come that way, man. And it takes a boss, man. And, you know, like I said, we not trying to glorify no type of material possessions and things of that nature. But if you work hard, man, you like nice things. And you can have that stuff, man. Yeah, it's there for us. Exactly. You can have it.
Exactly.
Boats, yachts, cars, whatever, homes, clothes.
Right.
But yeah, it's how you go about getting it and how you go about how you carry yourself, man. And, you know, if you don't know something, ask a question.
Exactly.
Ask a question. Listen, don't be afraid not to ask.
Listen, the dumbest question is the one that's never asked.
Right.
That's the dumbest. And I know it sounds cliche. Your teacher told it to you in school. You get told that by managers and positions on the job, but it's very true. Right? Because you don't want to move forward and try to proceed and doing something and trying to go into a process and do something and you don't know what you're doing, and then you do it anyway. That's not something that you want to do. That's not being a boss. Being a boss is understanding that you don't know everything. Right?
Right. And you can reach out and ask and get the information you need so that you can make an articulated, informed decision to a boss.
Right, exactly, man. Listen,
man, I'm so thankful for this, man. I'm so thankful for this, brother. This is live. This is true. This is true. This is real. Right. And I don't know who gonna hear this, brother, but this is true and it's real. Ain't nobody trying to make up nothing and put on and all this, man. This is just real hard facts, man. Right. The world is yours, man. You can do what you want to do, but man, just go hard for it. Lose yourself in it, man. Go hard, man. You know, doctors, lawyer, whatever you want to do, you can do it.
Right.
Look past whatever it is that's in your way. You know, nah, man, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. And your passion and all that good stuff, man. Just, surround yourself around people that how you want to be, where you trying to go. That's what you got to do.
Exactly,
youngsters,
man. You got to change it. You got to change your environment sometimes. Sometimes you have to be drastic. But look, you have to be drastic about it sometimes. And look, it doesn't mean that you don't like people or you just don't want to be around people at all. It just means that, look, I need to get myself together, and before I can do anything or help anyone or string people or bring people along with me or elevate them, I have to make sure that I'm taking care of myself, and I have to put myself in a position to be able to do that. And if you're a boss out there, then you understand that. You know what I'm saying?
You understand. You understand that. Yeah, man. And so, but you know, and then when people still don't understand you, it ain't for everybody to understand you. You still got to know yourself and what's in your heart, because that's what's going to navigate you. Because when it get dark and cold some nights and the wind blow hard, you got to know that God placed that in you.
Exactly.
See, that's what kept me going so many times. Man, I knew I was going to be a truck driver. But let me give you something even a little more
Okay.
man, awesome testimony, man.
Give it to me.
I was 3 years old.
Right.
My mother, rest in heaven right now, Miss Charlotte Hargrave. I love you, Mom. She prophesied over my life.
Right.
And she said, my son going to drive a Peterbilt. Now, she told this to my older sister, which is like 62, 63 years old, Cheryl Hargrave.
Right.
So I didn't know this until like a year ago.
Okay.
My sister came up to me and said, you know what, little bro? I said, what? I can remember when you was 3 years old, Mom said she wanted you to be a truck driver and and she wanted you to drive a Peterbilt.
Right.
Now, my mother spoke that when I was 3 years old.
Woo!
And none of her words fell to the ground.
That's
See,
the power.
so that's why it's important that we speak boss talk into our people, into our youth, into our peers. See, if I can't tell you nothing good, I ain't going to tell you nothing at all. See, I ain't going to tear you down. I'm gonna call you a boss because I see the boss in you.
And listen,
See, and that's what we got to do, man. Speak that word. The word is powerful.
Exactly.
The word.
Imagine how powerful your mom's words were. But imagine, not more than that, imagine how powerful her faith was. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how powerful her faith was to speak that into my son's life, even though you didn't see it at the moment. You didn't see it as a teenager or growing up. But guess what?
Never saw it.
It came to fruition because God had to sit you down by yourself and make you a boss. God had to put you down and say, look here, Vic. Look here, David. I'm going to put you over here, and I'm going to make sure that you become a boss. But before I do that, I'm going to have to chastise you a little bit. I'm going to have to put David Hargrave to the side for a minute because he need to get his act together because I need him on that Peterbilt doing what doing what his mom prayed for him to do at 3 years old. And now he's going to do that. And I'm going to make sure that I honor his mama because she was so faithful and she was so loyal to serving me that I'm going to make sure her son, through everything, get to be a boss, get to talk that boss talk, and guess what? Get to drive that Peterbilt across the country, back and forth from state to state, hauling them auto vehicles, them Porsches and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Boss talk, baby.
Boss talk, man. That's what we do, man. And so it's just so vital and important, man, to look up and be alike. Be alike, man. Be alike. You know, so many things. You know, our youth got these videos, the rappers. Man, I don't knock nobody for what they do, man, but I'm saying, youngsters, y'all can do better than what you're doing. You know,
I agree, man.
You can, man. Y'all can. I mean, we had it rougher than you guys. It's more of a technology thing, the games, the video games, and different things like that. Right. But still, youth, don't be led astray. Don't be led astray. You are somebody. You are somebody, and carry yourself that way. Ooh. And that's all. That's my message, man. You're loved. You're loved. So don't think you're not loved. Man, and that's what's up, man. Never be afraid to reach out to somebody. You may be being abused or any kind of, I don't know what your situation is out there, but you can reach out to somebody and let them know what your situation is. A closed mouth don't get fed.
Exactly.
So open your mouth. If you're going through something and you need some help, reach out to somebody. Reach out to my brother. Reach out to my sister. Reach out to somebody, man, because somebody can save you. God, it works through people. And I'm going to leave it right there. God works through people.
And he does,
you know,
man. He does.
Man, he has blessed me tremendously. Man, you know, like I said, I got a brand new truck, man. Who walks out of prison, man, and get a brand new truck?
How much is that truck? How much that truck cost?
$376,200, man. Brand new.
That's almost a
20
half a
miles
ticket.
on it, man.
That's almost a half a ticket.
Come on, man. God can do that. Only God could put me in that position and show me the favor with the company, man, and with the banks and with the people, man, to do that for me because he know my heart. He know I'm trying to walk right. He know I'm trying to talk right. But my father said, is anything too hard for me? No, ain't nothing too hard for him. If you seek him and turn to him, nothing is too hard for him. Right. Ladies, if you need whatever you need, gentlemen, whatever you need, turn to the Lord. He said, I own everything. And that's really the secret to my success, man, which is not really a secret because he put it in the word. And if y'all really want to get down to it, man, my success come from the Lord, and promotion come from the Lord, not east or west, but it really come from the Lord. And God raised me up in prison and gave me his word and allowed me to understand him through the power of the Holy Spirit. And he told me, he said, son, you finna get ready to go home.
Boss.
But if you go back to that other life, you're not going to make it. He didn't say I was going to die. He didn't say I was going to go to jail. He just said you ain't going to make it.
Right.
But he said this. He said, son, but if you live for me, I'm going to take care of you.
Ooh,
and
that's big. Boss.
He taking care of me. He taking care of me, man. Living good. Ain't worried about no police. I see a checkpoint. I drive right up to it. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Here's my credentials right here, sir. Okay, go ahead on, Miss. Yes, sir.
Right.
Law-abiding citizen, man. And I'm working. And God will see you working. He see your hard work. That's why I say, weary not in doing good. Don't get weary when you're doing good because, like you, now you a logistics coordinator.
Right.
Man, do you understand you a logistics coordinator?
Oh, man, that is
huge,
man.
You have everything to go with making this company move.
Right.
Logistics, just the word alone, logistics, man. Just go do a breakdown of logistics, man. It takes networking to get goods from the rail yard. It takes goods, trucks and different equipment and people and operations and systems. Logistics, everything is a matrix. Everything is a system. And, man, we can be in the system and win if you seize every opportunity because you're a boss, like you said, and stop letting opportunities get away from us. That's the bottom line. Stop letting stuff get away, man. Stop being dumb. Stop acting like, we don't understand. We do understand, man. We're great. We're a great people. We're great people.
Right.
And like I said, man, reach out. And you need help. It's people out there that'll help you. Find the help. Seek it out. Knock on the door. It'll be open. Ask. It'll be given. So nobody really knows what's happening with you until you start talking.
Right.
Well, until you start saying what's going on.
We're gonna have to conclude this interview on another day and get a part 2 to this, man, because look, I think that you got more to say, and I would love for you to be a guest of the show because I got a show coming up that I'm trying to put together on mental health in the black community, and I'm trying to put one together about the N-word, you know what I'm saying, the importance of, what it means to people and why people say it, why people use it. So we got a lot of episodes, we got a lot of topics coming up, we got a lot of things to kick it about. But next time that you and I on this, we going live. And we're going live. We're going to talk more boss talk. We're going to talk more of all of that. You know what I'm saying? So look, man.
And before you let me leave this show, this is one of the dopest live audio podcast shows, man, that I've been a part of. I see a lot of people on YouTube and different platforms, but I know this brother. I know where this brother came from. He came from the dirt. He came from the backside of the desert, but now the Lord put him on Front Street, on Main Street, and he reaching all the peoples out there. And so I just want to say, brother, again, man, I commend you because you allow me with your platform to be able to show off my platform.
And that's what I'm saying. And look, that's what this show is about, man. It's what Facts is about, man. It's about highlighting the people that's out here doing what they supposed to be doing as men and women. And on Facts today, man, I got my brother, man, my main man, my partner, man, David Hargrove, man. Listen, you got to holler at him, man. If you out there, I want y'all to check this podcast out, man. Like he said, this is the dopest, this is the freshest, the most innovative new podcast that you will hear, man, out here on the streets, man. So holler at your boy, man. It's your boy Edel, a.k.a. Mr. Facts, right here, man, on the podcast right here, man. That's all we doing, man. We shutting the city down right here, man. So look, man, holler at your boy, man. Get back with me, man. And this is what we going to do. Until next time, peace.
Peace.